Persia or Iran, Cush, Phut, Gomer, Bet Togarmah, against the nation of Israel. Now come back here, let me explain something to you. In the past, Turkey has been, in fact, Turkey is where the Byzantine Christian Empire ruled from for 1,000 years. Then in a Muslim conquest, the Muslims took over the great cathedral there. I think it's called St. Sophia's Cathedral, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But took it over and made a mosque out of it. Now, since that time, however, the Ottoman Turkish Empire slew millions of Christians. But after the defeat of the Turkish Empire, Turkey became a very more moderate nation. They have had positive dealings with Israel until recently. And recently, when that aid ship was headed to the Gaza Strip and the fight broke out, there is now a contention among the Turkish nation. In fact, they tell me 90% of all Jews, they were pouring into Turkey for vacations. Over 95% of the Jewish people canceled all their trips to Turkey because they were afraid of their life, the threats that were coming. Now, this is very significant. Why is this important to understand? Let me show you why it's important to understand. Because there is a country in the Middle East called Iran. Not Iraq, where our troops are, but Iran. The Iranian people are known as Persians. We have many of them who live in the United States, many of them that have been here for many, many, many years, and they're American citizens. And I get a lot of my information from those individuals who still have families there. Ahmadinejad, who is presently leading the country of Iran, he's I kind of call him the puppet figure, has threatened the destruction of Israel on numerous occasions. He's threatened the destruction of the United States on numerous occasions. He has made outlandish statements that the Holocaust did not exist. And he is enriching uranium for nuclear power plants. The problem is that the enrichment process will eventually lead to the development of nuclear weapons, if they don't already have them. There's already a speculation that they have one that came from North Korea. I'm not going to verify that or deny that because I don't know. The second thing that's interesting is if you go to Ezekiel 38 and 39, which is the Gog and Magog war, the first country listed in the war is Persia, which is the country of Iran. Then it says House of Togarmah. And most scholars will verify that if you take this area called House of Togarmah, it is the area of Armenia and Turkey. When you see Turkey turning against Israel, and you see that the Persians are also turning against Israel, and you see that the head of Persia has been to Syria, the head of Persia has been to Lebanon, it's like he's trying to line up something. Now, I don't want to get too carried away here tonight, but I'm going to tell you the reason why the Jewish people believe that the redemption cycle has begun. Now, let me make a statement again. It's like saying Christians believe. How many know I can say Christians believe and half of them might not believe what I'm saying? So when I say Jewish people, understand I'm talking about the religious Jews, the religious rabbis who study Torah, because there will be some that would not believe anything I'm going to say right now. But the religious ones, we call them devout Jews. Watch carefully. The 28-year cosmic sun cycle.
Yes,
on April the 5th,
that's what I'm talking about.
Jews climbed a hill to recite a special prayer because the sun was returning to its starting point of creation.
Yes, this is what I've been mentioning. It's what I've been talking about. This is what it's all about. The Mayans. The Mayans. This is
the first day of Passover, which is the first Jewish feast, which is the Feast of Redemption. The first sun cycle fell on Passover during the first Passover when Israel was redeemed out of Egypt. The second cycle fell during Purim when Queen Esther got redemption for the Jews in over the 127 provinces. The third cycle fell at Passover in 2009. Why was this date important? Here's why the date was important. In Ezekiel chapter 4, 5, and 6, the prophet Ezekiel was instructed by God to lay on one side for 390 days to bear the iniquity of the 390 years of Israel disobeying God. But Israel was said in Leviticus 26 that they would be punished 7 times for their iniquity. So if we take 390 years and multiply it 7 times, we come up with 2,730 years. Israel's captivity to the Assyrians began in 722 BC. But if you go ahead 2,730 years, we get the year 2008. But because there's no zero here, we take it out, and it becomes 2009. So they saw this and said, wait a minute. In 2009, our iniquity has ended. Yeah. Oh, now we're about to get to the good stuff now. Everything up till now has been an introduction. Not only that, but think about this for just a moment. The sun cycle falling in Passover the same year. Something happened that may not make a bit of sense to you, but it excited those who understood prophecy. It was a whale. A gray whale was spotted off of the coast of Israel in the Mediterranean. These particular whales, this particular type, is only found in the Pacific Ocean. They have not seen one on the coast of Israel in 300 years.
Wow.
It was said to be, quote, the most amazing sighting in the history of whales. Not far from the coast of Joppa, where a prophet named Jonah...
Oh my God. We're probably Jonah and the whale.
Go somewhere. A prophet named Jonah was swallowed up by a whale.
Wow.
Why is a gray whale significant to be spotted in that area? Because Jesus said during the second redemption.
Oh yeah.
You want a sign? I'm going to give you the sign, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. As Jonah was 3 days and nights in the belly of the fish, so the Son of Man will be 3 days and nights in the heart of the earth. If in the second redemption he used the sign of Jonah to represent the redemptive process, why would it not be possible that at the beginning of the third redemption he sends an old gray whale outside of the Mediterranean, outside the coast of Israel, to say the sign of the prophet Jonah is among you again?
Amen, brother.